Really?
Really?
No way! No way!
Whoa!
No way!
80 seconds, ladies and gentlemen! 0.5 seconds remaining! Now, the teams, I mean, the maps that will be playing, and just gonna wait for the bans for our first map. And apparently, I don't want to jinx it though, but hopefully, we can see one firing range again. Well, apparently, to be
What?
honest, AJ, oh, wow. Why Crash? Should be firing range.
Oh
But yeah,
no,
first one is
man!
gonna be on Crash.
Thankfully, thank God, it's going to be at Crash, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mustachio cannot take any more firing range, all right? PDR, with the win on the coin toss, they will go ahead and pick Crash first for that hard point. And Search and Destroy, PDR bans off firing range. They say no to that. Meltdown banned off by NRX. And it is NRX's pick for map 2. Search and Destroy will be played at Summit.
Indeed. And for domination, let's see the maps that will be banned and the map they'll be playing here. It's gonna be Standoff and Crash for the bans, and for our map number 3, it's firing range again
You got it,
and
bro.
again.
you,
Yes.
you got your request, man.
Finally, my favorite. Really, this is
I
really
think
exciting
it's the
though.
players.
Well,
It's
well,
the players'
apparently,
favorite as well, man.
yeah, for sure. I actually checked the comments a while ago. I mean, yesterday and the day before that. I actually checked the comments. They're just telling that why fire range again? Always a firing range. Can you pick another map, dude? We have no choice. We have no control of that. It's the pick of your favorite team. That is the pick of your favorite team. So blame them, not us.
well, NRX, Lang Malakas, PDR, Lang Malakas. I don't know, man, because as of now, right, if we take a quick look at the scoreboard, Triple V Esports, they are one step above NRX Jeremiah. PDR Reborn, on the other hand, they are 2 steps below what do you call this, NRX, right? So in terms of on paper, it doesn't look like NRX is going to be able to pull this off. PDR needs the win because they need to move out from the relegation zone, because we have seen that all 3 of those squads at the bottom there, right, they are fighting, because any one of those 3 squads that don't manage to get those 3 points, they will, risk themselves sitting down right there beside impunity, and that's something the squads don't want here.
That is actually correct. Well, actually, this is a rematch coming in from NRGMI 2011 versus PDR Reborn. On their match back in the day 2, well, PDR won that match with 2-1 score. Let's see if that will happen again, or NRX Jeremiah will get their revenge against PDR Reborn.
Well, at the get-go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it seemed like NRX went in there to open up the scoreboard, but PDR Reborn would go in there for a couple of points. Eliminated real quick, though. Candy taken out. Jabin goes in for a 2-piece of himself for the, what do you call this, KRM gameplay. Yaku in there as well. Whoopi takes Yobabs down. Now, Yaku going in for a quick rotation over. Is he going to be able to protect the first hard point from up top here? I think he will be able to, but we just need to see. Crush as he goes in. He will be collecting those points for NRX. This is the most difficult of those points to capture, Will.
And for NRX now, the points are now racking for all these sides right now. But the thing is, if we're gonna compare if we're gonna compare the games a while ago, this we can say that this is kind of balance for NRX and PDR. They're not that super ahead of each other. Well, hopefully they can really do something that is really sweet in order for them to get that far way ahead of each other too.
Well, for the time being, it looks like NRX has got that plan exactly in their head. They want to pull away far away. Flex comes in here, though, with that Fennec, and he just lights the boys up. And PDR will go on to take those points back. Can they catch up to the 38-point mark? It looks like they just might be able to do so with that. Oh! Gravity spikes coming in, but Crush does not get to crush his opponent, but instead Flex flexes his bicep with a takedown in there. And Jay-Z will come back in for NRX Jeremiah to capture that point. Good play by both squads thus far, Will. Nothing in between them.
Indeed. I mean, like the things that we're telling you guys, we really can't say on who's going to win this. Well, NRX Jeremiah lost against PDR Reborn in day two with a 2-1 score. And, um, and we really kind of see that most likely this is the kryptonite of NRX Jeremiah. It's PDR Reborn.
And NRX has not been performing as great as their fans would expect them to perform at the MSB major thus far, right? To see NRX Jeremiah at the fourth position breaks many hearts, but at the end of the day, it's all dependent on their performance, and it's also dependent on how these squads, their opponents, come in here and perform. And PDR has just been one of those squads who have just outshined and outperformed, many of those big teams already. Kenshi with an awesome Arctic 50 takedown on Crush, and they will continue pushing through, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as they equalize. PDR Reborn pulls forward. Jabin taken down by Whoopi Snipe, and it's going to be JT walking in from the backyard here, and he will attempt to go in for those points yet again, but unfortunately for them, it will be moving yet again. But as of now, both squads are all equal at 67 points.
It is. If we're gonna compare the kills of NRX and the PDR Reborn has like balanced amount of kills here. So they're really doing something for their team. Compared here in NRX, look at Idra with the 2 kills inside his pocket. He needs to get more kills for his team as well. But look at that, PDR Reborn 86 versus 67, and it's just for NRX Jeremiah. They really can do something about it. PDR Reborn getting that sweet momentum for them, and for NRX really up to them on how can they stop the possible win of PDR Reborn right now. It's really hard for you to do that, but you have no choice. You need to break that curse for you. You need to win this. You have a lot of fans already. You are the champions. Prove them that you are worthy of that championship.
Oh, and Crush comes there with that gravity spikes. Yobab's Kenshi taken down. Crush yet again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with his third frag thus far, and he will continue pushing in. NRX Jeremiah have got so much to do because PDR Reborn is so close to winning this already. NRX will step in there to the next hard point, and they will grab a few points, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But for how long? Here comes PDR, but Crush is still crushing it, and he goes on a bloody rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There is no way, there is no cure for his KRM gameplay will. Oh, and he does it yet again.
Crush just crushing all his enemies right now together with Whoopi. And this is the comeback that NRX are waiting for. But the problem is Jabin just stepping the face of Crush right now. But we have Candy right here to help his team as well. So 108 versus 121 right now. PDR Reborn can do something about it too. But for Team NRX, they have the momentum already. They need to maintain this in order for them to win. Flex kills 1 together with Crush 2, taking down Flex. And the game, the scores is now tied, AJ.
Oh, yes, it has been tied, Will, but can NRX go in here and just win this finally, because they've been keeping it neck and neck so long. Everybody has it on their toes. Oh, here comes something that we don't really see in this game at all. So Crush, is he even playing seriously, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is the second time I see him trolling with an MQ. Yaku comes in with his chopper gameplay, getting wall banged, but he is not going to get taken down in here. Here comes his opponent, but Idra will get eliminated. A chopper on chopper gameplay right there. But PDR Reborn, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 140 to 120. They only have 8 more points in here to get this done. Yobabs with the XS1 Goliath along with the sentry gun in there as well. The NRX squad has the hard point for now, but for how long, Will? 30 seconds on the clock right now for this last hard point.
One of 131, the PDR Reborn trying to get that hard point. So 148, one more point, 150. That is that first map coming in from a PDR Reborn. Let's see if they can do a
Jeremiah 2911. At points, they just made the boys from NRX look like bots. And today, PDR has taken them on. What a great fight it was. But at the end of the day, it was still PDR that shined, right? They were still the rising stars that are shining up there in the sky. Are they going to be able to continuously move up in the next match as well? Because that will say a lot, right? If they go in for yet another victory over the Kings of Garena Call of Duty Mobile, it will be huge for the brand.
I'm gonna ask you. Yes, Divinity Uprising just won against NRX Jeremiah 2011 with a clean 3-0. Is that affected NRX Jeremiah? Why they lost against PDR Reborn? Does that affected them?
I don't think so, right? Because for all this while, see the one thing that I love about NRX is the boys are super duper humble, and they have always admitted that the team Divinity Uprising is one of their biggest challenges to overcome because they keep going in there and changing the strategy, so they expect a tough match. So they wouldn't be surprised. The NRX is the kind of squad that if they go into a match and they lose, instead of complaining about losing that match, they go back in there and they review, okay, let's check out what happened and let's make sure this doesn't happen again in the future, right? And there is one of this theory of mine that they are not showing us their best just yet because, come
Indeed,
on,
yeah.
who are we kidding? Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Is this the real NRX? No, hell no. But do I want to give away the gameplay? I don't know, right? I don't know. Maybe NRX sucks. Maybe all of a sudden NRX just cannot play the game anymore. We will find out as we head into day number 5, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
That is the exact thing that I'm trying to think of a while ago. Most likely, they're just hiding their strategies, and we're gonna see all those amazing strategies onto the playoffs. Well, apparently, we can say that they're already for sure included in the top 6, and they're
Yep.
inside the playoffs, and we're gonna get to see everything that's inside their heads, everything they're really practicing. They're gonna show that to us onto the playoffs, and hopefully we're gonna see uprising Divinity
Mhm.
Uprising versus NRX 2011 onto the grand finals to get that revenge.
Yeah, but let's not forget as well, right? Just before this series, NRX Jeremiah 2911, they just took on Triple V Conquerors and they actually won that 2-1. So they step in here already victors. They step in here already with the 2 points clean. NRX does not need the 2 points from this game.
Mhm.
I predict PDR is going to wipe them 2-1 easy.
Yeah, we can say that as well.
Yeah,
Well, like you've said, they don't need that 2 points more because they've already like secured the top 6 spot.
yeah.
Well, it's really up to them if they want to put up a show to our fans. They will surely read and just letting them prove that we are really the champion. This is the taste of our wrath. Let's see if you can take us with this kind of play style. And it's really up to PDO Reborn on how can they stop that too.
Yeah, and we, Nico and I were talking about this yesterday as to how Michael Balaya, he really needs to be careful, Red, as the coach of NRX, because he obviously calls the shots for the boys, whether or not they go in there, how they pull off their strategies and all. Michael is responsible for that. Yes, of course, at the end of the day, it's the boys themselves who are playing those games, but this sort of a strategy can be quite risky in here as well, right? Because you're keeping it really close. They don't want to be at the top of the board. They don't want to be at the bottom of the board at all, but you never know what can happen in the final 2 days. What if something goes wrong and the strategy turns on them and they are the ones who get kicked out, right? So that's a possibility too.
And this is now Search and Destroy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if the Enter Jeremiah can do a comeback here in this map right now. Let's go, Mustachio.
It's going to be Kenshi starting things off with the Arctic 50, but of course he's going to be missing those shots. He's just toying around for the time being. Crush, on the other hand, coming in here with his KRM. He is going to make a couple of players in here. Candy already taken down by Flex for that opener, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But Whoopi as well has gotten taken down. PDR with the upper hand right now. Jabin gets eliminated. Kenshi goes right back in there for the trade on Jay-Z. And it's going to be Idra taking Kenshi down with the final player in here for NRX. NRX. PDR looks like they are about to pull point number one. But what can Idra do right now? Goes in with the bat. You see, NRX Jeremiah, they are the attacking squad right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But the bomb belongs to PDR, Flex, as well as Yobabs. And they are guarding it with their life. Idra, on the other hand, coming in here, there's nothing much that I think this guy can do, Will.
Indeed, for NX Jeremiah, they're just literally all over the map. They're not like that super solid going into point A or B side 2. They're just all over the map for Peter Reborn. All that retakes, all that fries coming in for them. They tried to finish off them with Idra, but Idra, look at that, just checking his behinds, not doing anything for his team. We really can say that Edrix Jeremiah is really hiding their strategies.
Alright, Jabin with the 2-piece in the KR, a 3-piece by Jabin, and he finally gets traded out by Jay-Z. But has the damage been done? What can Jay-Z do? It's a 4-on-1 situation, and Jay-Z will get taken down as well by Kenshi's Arctic 50. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boys, NRX Jeremiah, 29-11, down by 2.
For PDR Reborn, that is a really head-to-head clash coming in for NRX Jeremiah. They've already trying to get this momentum coming in for them for sure. That is the push for PDR Reborn. They've seen NRX Jeremiah and completely annihilated them in just less than 10 seconds.
And it's going to be a quick plant in here this time by NRX. Finally, right? This is going to be the first plant of the game. It's going to be PDR with the response this time. Now, NRX knows they need to pull at least 1 point back in here because who knows, maybe they might even try to go in for the win. Idra with the spam, but he does not find anyone. It's going to be Yaku who takes down Crush with his own KRM. Idra eliminated from that situation, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, by Jabin's KRM. It's the KRM action today. Yobab takes Whoopi down, and here goes Candy as well as Jay-Z. And it's going to be an easy defusal for PDR for point number 3 of our search and destroy.
To be honest, I really can't imagine how NRX are doing right now. For PDR Reborn, most likely they know what's up already. It's just for NRX, they're trying to play chill too. And for PDR Reborn, this most likely they're just trying to really can't say something about it because it's like a total annihilation coming in for Peter Reborn. 4 versus 2 now.
It's going to be Idra as well as Whoopi surviving in here. Bomb in hand. No, sorry, my apologies. Bomb not in hand. It's 20 meters away from Idra as well as Whoopi. They need to wolf back in here. But PDR is going to be all over that bomb, right? Are we going to be able to see them get away with this one? Whoopi on the snipes. It is going to be Idra in here trying. Oh, trip mine destroyed. I thought he took his head out there. But it's going to be Whoopi on the snipe, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Everybody comes into the Mustachio streams every day asking, hey, Mustachio, can you say Whoopi, the best sniper of the Philippines? Let's see if or not that is true. No, it is Yaku, the best KRM user of the Philippines. More like as Idra goes in there for Jabin, he will be the final player left here for NRX Jeremiah 29-11. And his only hope right now is to finish off 3 players within 49 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And that is close to impossible. He reveals his position. NRX cannot do anything with just a 3-on-1 situation in here. Or can they, right? Idra with that pro, nobody can see him and he will get away from that. And it's right now just a comical story as we move through. But Yobabs will say enough of this nonsense as they pull ahead 4-0 in there for Jeremiah.
That is a 4-0 coming in for PDR Reborn right now. Really can say that it's like they're just really enjoying all these games. For PDR Reborn, they already know that NRX Jeremiah don't need that 2 points already, and we all know as well that NRX is not like this. They're more than this, dude. And
or maybe this is who they are now, Will. Maybe this is
wow.
NRX sucks now. Maybe NRX just cannot play the game anymore.
We can say that, I guess, but
yeah,
it's really up to. We really can say that maybe PDR is just really too much for NRX. Anything is possible here in this game right now.
I mean, look at that. Whoopi can't even get a shot off anymore, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How can he take the title of the best sniper in the Philippines? Hydra, on the other hand, though, with a two-piece in there for himself. Crush goes in for a KRM action, takes Flex out with a headshot. It's going to be Yaku and Kenshi surviving with a 2-on-3 situation right now. Crush can go in there for the plant, but the bomb will not be planted just yet. They still want to toy around with PDR, but is this the time to be toying around? I really don't think so, right? It's going to be Hydra as he goes in here on the prowl. Can they go in here and get this plant at the very least? And yes, they will do that finally at Alpha.
And now the bomb's been planted already, but this is going to be a hard thing for Peter Reborn because this is going to be a 3 versus 2 situation right now. This is the time that NRX Jeremiah can do a comeback in his game, but is that possible? That's going to be the question here for sure. It's all up to Yaku and Kenshin right now, and how can they kill out the 3 remaining players of Team NRX? They need to do offline, 20 seconds left in the clock, but I guess they won't be able to defuse this bomb that quick and that easily.
Well, Yaku attempts that, but he will get taken down by Jay-Z, and Hydra will get his final kill in there to end this, pulling back 1 point for NRX. But is it too late, Will? What do you think?
I think it's not yet too late. Until like what I've said a while ago, it's not over till it's over. As long as you have time, as long as Peter Reborn is not 6 points, you can still do this. This is a huge thing for Inner Jeremiah if they're gonna win this. Like the thing that we've casted back in day 3. Like the score is because the score is 4-2, but a comeback coming in for the other team as well, winning that game. Most likely, the Energy Jeremiah can do that too. It's not that impossible for them to do that. They are NRX.
Yeah, they are NRX, but it does not look like their gameplay right now, I have to say. Crush goes in, his KRM action not getting it done this time, and he will have to go in there for the quick reload. This time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he will go in for that kill, but he gets traded out by Yobabs instantaneously. The attack has been launched by PDR. NRX needs to go in for the defusal. It is Whoopi, but he gets eliminated at the very last moment. But what a snipe that was. It is 5-1 right now in the favor of PDR Reborn.
Whoopi tried to do it a 2K on that quick scope as well. He really tried, but it didn't connect as well. One more point coming in for PDR Reborn. We can say that PDR Reborn is just really too much for Energy Jeremiah right now, but you still have a chance. It's all up to you on how will you eliminate the team and the players of PDR Reborn. 3 versus 4, AJ. I think Energy Jeremiah is onto it already.
Well, they might be able to unless Jabin has got some KRM spice in here to take them out, right? Because he needs at least 1 kill to equal up the positions for the 2 squads. PDR on the attack. Kenshi, as he goes in for a headshot on Jay-Z, he will equal things up. And this is game on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. PDR can go in for a plant safely because a 3-on-3 situation is something they can definitely, confidently take to NRX Jeremiah.
A minute left in the clock right now. 3 versus 3 situation here. Most likely, this is the first time that they're played so slow. This is the first time in 7 rounds. But Whoopi, however, like what you've said, the best sniper in the Philippines. You need to do something for you to eliminate the players of Team PDR, for you to get the more points, for you to have a chance to win this. This is the time that you're going to be up against PDR Reborn again on the first time that you're going to be trying to be up against with each other. PDR Reborn won with a 2-1 score. And let's see if this is the time that they can win this again.
Yeah, it was a good snipe in there by Whoopi. He spotted the player coming in, but there would be no possible chance at all for that KRM to take out Whoopi. Whoopi is just a little too fast, right? This guy plays the sniper like a shotgun when he wants to. It's going to be Yobabs and Kenshi after the plant. 37 seconds on the clock. How is NRX going to pull this off? They can do so. They have got the advantage. A 3-on-2 situation, but it has been equalized. Bendy gets taken down. It's going to be Yobabs on the defense. Yobabs goes in. Whoopi taken down by Kenji. Are we going to be able to see Crush come back in here for a 1 versus 2 clash? No, that is the answer, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as NRX Jeremiah 2911 get defeated yet again by PDR Reborn. It's a 2-0 right now. Can it become a 2-1, ladies and gentlemen, boys? Sorry, it's just 2, right? That one last match, I hope PDR goes in for their third victory as well, because it'll be a lot. It'll be a lot for PDR, don't you think, Will?
It is for sure. It will boost their morale for their upcoming games for sure. But look at that. That is 6-1 up against NRX, the champions of Green, guys. That is a huge achievement for you for sure. And for me, if you're gonna ask me, just keep it up, and let's see if you can win against them again here in Domination in firing range.
Well, it is the pick of firing range. This is PDR's pick, but I can say most of the time it is NRX's map. But let's see if one of the boys from NRX can get anything done. I know they want to have some fun, and I know of all things, NRX will not allow themselves to get 3-0'd. So let's see the prowess of the Filipinos come out here. The kings of Garena, Call of Duty Mobile, will be going in to either get dominated or dominate the opponents who have, quite frankly, been walking all over them thus far.
You have two choices here. Number one, of course, win, and number two is just to lose. It's really up to you on what will you choose here, ladies and gentlemen. But for Team NRX right now, they're really trying so hard just to take down Team PDR Reborn. This is not the NRX that we know. This is most likely you have two choices here for NRX right now. Most likely they're just being so slumped at their games, knowing that they've lost against Divinity Uprising as well, and for PDR Reborn right now, that is 0-2 already. And for PDR Reborn, they're just enjoying their win against Team NRX. And if they're gonna win a clean 3-0 against them, it is really a huge thing for them.
Absolutely right. And obviously the boys from PDR, they will be looking forward to getting it done. And Alex Jeremiah, just like I said, they don't want to get 3-0, right? The only one that has been able to do that thus far is Divinity Uprising. And we know why Divinity was able to do that. It is because it is DVT Uprising. But PDR Reborn, they want to have that sort of, uh, that sort of a caliber, right? For people to think that highly of them, to be able to beat the best in the Philippines. Because thus far, NRX has already made a name for themselves. Well, they are known as the best. And it's not just in MP. Even when you go into Battle Royale, it's still NRX. NRX is all over Call of Duty Mobile. Call of Duty Mobile right now is dominated by NRX. But maybe, just maybe, finally, their time is up. Maybe the other squads can finally rise as NRX falls at the MSP Major.
That is actually correct because I've been casting the games of the other sister teams of Team NRX as well and Team VVV. I've casted a lot of NRX 2911 games so far, and apparently this is quite new to me, to be honest. This is not how they play. This is a really new NRX 2911. I mean, like what I've said, you have two choices. One, they are really hiding all their strats. Number two, it is
They're just getting their
over for
asses
Team
whooped.
NRX. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
either they're hiding their strats or they're getting their bum bums whooped, right? And I think we will go for bum bum being whooped, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because PDR is really, really in an ass kicking move today. So Alpha Bravo almost captured in here by NRX, but denied, of course, by PDR. Whether or not PDR will be able to pull off a juggernaut 3-0 win over them is yet to be seen as NRX moves in towards mid lane, almost capturing so close yet so far, denied yet again by PDR. But at the same time, PDR is not really removing those markers from Bravo just yet.
Indeed. Look at that. That is a kill coming in from Team NRX right now. Is that all the players of Team NRX is really doing something for their for their team to get more points. But it's just this is most likely the revenge that they're waiting for. Hopefully, we're gonna see a 2-1 this series, but it's just look at C. PDR Reborn is just getting that point C too, but look at the kill feed. Ender is on the kill feed, but the points is going onto PDR Reborn, which is kind of unusual as well.
Well, on that note, Will, they just took a triple cap, a full-on lockdown by your boys NRX, Alpha Bravo as well as Charlie, all captured, and Crush going in there, going wild with his KRM as well. Whether or not, yet another takedown this time. Yaku sees the end of that KRM, and it's gonna be the gravity spikes, but this time he will get taken down. But two killed though by those gravity spikes, Will.
We just literally crushed them onto the ground right now. But 2 points are now coming in for the NRX Jeremiah right now with 45 points. But look at that, that is a 2K coming in from Whoopi, taking down the player of PDR and the 3K. But Jabin says no to Whoopi. He tried, but it's not enough. 50 points are now coming up for Team NRX right now, and most likely they're gonna get this first half of this game. Whoopi doing everything for his team together with Crush with 11 points inside their pockets. But Kendi, however, with 9 frags as well. It's just this is a game for Crush. This is a game for Whoopi and a game to Kendi. We will carry you to victory.
They say that as they lead the board, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 64-32. Bravo as well as Charlie captured. Barracks Hut belongs to PDR Reborn. PDR trying for mid lane right now as Kendi goes into Crush with his chopper, and yet again he will go in for those takedowns. PDR EG right now comes in to say hello to Kendi, but at all, it is Crush that takes him out instantaneously. PDR on the back foot right now as NRX will reach the 75-point halfway mark.
It is possible that we're gonna get to see a 2-1 win again for PDR Reborn. For NRX Jeremiah right now, they need to win this. It's really heartbreaking for the fans to see 2 matches by NRX 11, both 0-3. And it's being casted as well live here, being watched by thousands of people all over Southeast Asia. This is really heartbreaking for them, and they need to do something about it for sure. But look at that, point C and point B are just trying to get that point B too, but PDR Reborn getting that point C as well, but Refrag here getting that point A, and it's just NRX Jeremiah. We can say that maybe they're back.
Or maybe they might just be, and maybe it is because they decided that it is time for them to be back. Maybe because Michael said, hey, okay boys, now you can show what you've got. Alpha, mid lane almost captured, clearing area belongs to PDR just for the time being, but Kendi won't allow them to touch his mid lane. It is gonna be the chopper user, NRX Kendi, but he will get taken down as he gets blindsided by Jabin from the right hand side. Yaku's chopper not gonna be able to do much in there. Jabin as he goes in with the Annihilator on Whoopi. NRX still trying for the triple cap, but they have to be careful because Barracks Hut looks like it is going to belong to PDR.
Yes, you said maybe it's enough of being the losers. It's time for you now to be the winners, and for NRX Jeremiah right now, and they're just really proving that they're really the champions of Garena and the champions of the Philippines as well. Kendi kills after kills after kills, annihilating all the players of Team PDR Reborn, but it's not yet over for Kendi because he wants more, trying to kill the players, but Edgy right here with the AG right there with the refag trying to go Kendi, but look at that.
Here comes the VTOL, but the VTOL eliminated instantaneously by that FH. Kendi tried, right? The VTOL came in there, but they were not able to do much. But maybe that will be the turnaround for PDR. Alpha Bravo right now captured, clearing area, the only one belonging to NRX. So it is still possible. Yobab's in there with the 2-piece Annihilator gameplay, but here comes his own VTOL as we see PDR Reborn going in for the takeover, but the incoming missile takes his VTOL out of the sky as well.
Kills after kills after kills. Vito's. This is the battle of Vito's, everyone. But look at that. Kenshi right here. Getting two players of Team NRX without VTOL, but look at that. Point A, point B, and point C. It's just NRX Jeremiah 2011 is all over the map already. Yobabs, however, from behind, it's just Whoopi saying no to this guy. But Kenshi with a 2K. Candy as well, taking out Yaku, and it's really hard for us to know who's gonna be the winner. Look at Peter Reborn with 113 points.
Oh, and they have finally taken the lead here. And can it be a commanding lead? Can they finish this off? NRX Jeremiah on the back foot right now. Clearing area belongs to them. They're still trying to go in for mid lane. Whoopi bringing in his XS1 Goliath. XS1 gonna go on a rampage right now. Yaku gonna get away from the XS. But maybe the FHJ will come back in here from the back. It is gonna be Whoopi who goes in for the Bravo capture. And it looks like Bravo will fall into the hands of NRX as well. Thanks to this NRA. Oh! But EG will take Whoopi's XS1 out.
Whoopi with the Goliath is really unstoppable though, but 131 points coming in for PDO Reborn, less than 20 points, and they're going to win this. But NRX Jeremiah is not yet over here for sure. They really can still win this though, and they need to get all these points for them to get that lead here. 132 versus 135, but that is the VTOL coming in from Yaku. Sees one, trying to go with a second one, but the thing is, NRX Jeremiah just stopping the players, just stopping that VTOL too. From up top, we have Idra, but J-Ben with a 2K, 142 points versus 139, and it's really hard for us to know who's gonna win this though. The game is really close.
It is close, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But as we pull in here towards the end of our match, 15 seconds on the clock, 146, 147, 148 right now. Gonna get picked up by PDR Reborn. 149, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I give you a donut, says PDR Reborn, as they beautifully take a 3-0 victory over your kings of Arena Call of Duty Mobile. But are they still the kings? They don't look like kings, more like paupers to the whole of Philippines right now. PDR, they are the kings of the day.
What is happening to NRX, man? I have no idea to them. I mean, getting a 0-3 against Divinity Uprising and the second 0-3 again here in PDR Reborn. Yes, most likely they are not the kings already, but I really want to see the comeback at the playoffs. That is really exciting. What is in store for us in the playoffs, AJ?
No, I don't know, right? Because you see, we gotta fall back onto the plans yet again. You see, moving into this match, we already knew that they won the series offline 2-1. They had all the ability to lose this 3-0 and they'll still be safe. But we know that NRX does not want to get 3-0 because they want to get that extra 1 point security in there. And the way they played domination, it looked like they really wanted that 1 point. They wanted that 2-1. But Michael, the Mustachio has spoken to you yesterday already. This strategy, my man, now very risky strategy because you don't know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. And you don't know when another PDR is going to be reborn, right? What a play by PDR today to take it to NRX.